Hello everyone, welcome to our summer hybrid math class. Keep in mind that for this class, half our work will be done in class, which meets Tuesday, Thursdays at 6 in MA 130. And the rest of the class will be done online. So keep in mind that to get started with the work, I've created like a little list of items we need to make sure to follow. First of all, make sure to check all the announcements. So I try to post several announcements to provide guidance, especially on the days our class does not meet. And the way we check these announcements is to do the following. We go to the announcement page, and once you click on the announcement page, you should see different announcements that I've make. You click on them and make sure to read through them thoroughly. Next on our list is we have to make sure that we read through the contents. Most of the content are posted as PDFs. I will supply you with copies of the content, and they're all located in the weekly module. So let's look at our weekly module section. So we click on the modules, and I've organized the modules to be designed to carry the content for a week of our class. However, bear in mind that module 0 is just more informational content, but there are some items you want to make sure to complete that are located in the module. These are class participations. We'll talk more about those later. For now, if we look at module number 1, which covers the first week of class, now this portion we do have the notes. As I said, I'll provide copies of them in class, but let's say you miss class, you can always access the notes here. At the very bottom is a link to the videos that review the notes in case you miss class. At the top, let's start with our home page. We click on the home page. And in the home page, I just have a schedule laid out. Keep in mind that we have lectures Tuesday, Thursdays, and then I have a list of items that are due on Sunday. Some of the items are located in Canvas, such as these class participation assignments, and the other item is due in Connect Math, which is quiz 1. Okay. And then let's continue looking through the modules. As we look down, we also have so after the course content, I do have a quiz review. So you definitely want to look through the quiz review prior to taking the quiz on Connect Math. It basically has some problems for you to look over. You click on this link. That's going to give us the answers. You click on the link below. It's a video explanation of the answers. And then if we progress with the modules, you can see that I have discussion number 1. That's going to be due July 2nd. And then I have these class participations. We'll talk more about those shortly. So it says right here, make sure to keep up with the weekly class participation. Think of the class participations as short quizzes, but you have an unlimited attempts in completing them. And also keep up with the discussions. Each week we have a different discussion. So let's take a look at those items. So first let's look at our class participation. So if we click here, our class participation is related to the Math 065 content in our class. But some of them, for example, this first one is just asking for you to introduce yourself, discuss your future goals, etc. Each class participation is worth 10 points. And as I said, you have an unlimited attempts for these assignments. And typically, let's take a look at our modules. As we do more, some of the earlier class participations don't require any math, but as we move forward in our class, for example, right here we have class participation number 4, you definitely want to review this content here, which is our exponent content, and that's going to prepare you for that particular class participation assignment. And we'll discuss more of these as we move along in the intersession. Next, let's take a look at the discussions. So if we click on discussion, we can see the first discussion's already open. You click on this link and you initiate post. There's a question that you have to respond to, and then after you respond to that question, make sure to respond to 2 of your peers. I do have an open discussion. The open discussion is used when you have questions regarding the homework or questions regarding operations of the class, etc. You can post a question there, and then anyone's allowed to respond. The other students can respond, and then I'll check them nightly, and I'll respond as soon as I can, either that night or the next morning. And then also make sure to complete all your homework, quizzes, and exams in Connect Math. So let's take a look. So when you log into Connect Math, you're going to have the following layout. Now when you see an orange card, that represents a quiz. So below is when the date the quiz opens and the date it closes. Now for Connect Math quizzes, you only have 2 attempts. Keep that in mind. So there's only 2 attempts for these quizzes. And it tells you what the content is on. The exams are represented using red cards. And of course, the open and close dates are listed below. That first exam does not open until next week. However, we do have homework that we need to complete. So there's 2 components for each homework activity. The first component is an optional video. So this video, it doesn't count for or against your grade. They're just a couple of videos that you can watch made by Connect Math that will provide like a mini lecture to review some of the content. But what is due is the required problem. So make sure you complete each required problem for that particular homework. Each of these has about 5 to 8 problems for you to work on. The open and close date, I give you a little bit more time with the homework, but please don't procrastinate and wait until the due date. You want to start these homework assignments as soon as possible. Okay, let's move forward. As I mentioned, you can post questions in the open discussion, and I'll check them nightly. And then finally, just feel free to inbox me or email me whenever you have questions. We want you to be successful in this class, and to be successful, you want to be engaged with the material. And also, I'll try to stick around after class or before class if you have any questions. So look forward to seeing you on tomorrow night on Tuesday. Wishing you a productive intersession. Thanks for watching the video.